Involving young people in the political advisory process. Children, young people, and young adults are currently challenging politics. They emphasize that their expectations for a livable future are not appropriately represented by politicians, and they demand new solutions from them. Their voice and their knowledge, however, is barely heard or taken into account in political advisory processes. In our democracy, different groups are involved in political processes. There are, for example, associations, representatives from the academic field, businesses, and advisory bodies. These groups contribute their interests and knowledge, which politicians can build upon when making decisions. One of these advisory bodies in Germany is the Federal Youth Advisory Board, the Bundesjugendkuratorium. It consists of 15 experts and advises the federal government on all issues that are important to young people in Germany. Like all people, young people have a right to participate in political decision-making. The UN Convention on the Rights of the Child provides that young people shall have the right to freely voice their opinions and that they are fully entitled to demand that their views are taken into account when it comes to political decisions. That is why the German Federal Youth Advisory Board insists that all young people are given a voice in the political advisory process in all areas of federal politics. This demands a closer look at all ministries to determine where and how young people's views are already given sufficient consideration in political decision-making. As a next step, specific forms of participation have to be developed together with young people, and they have to be based on their diverse interests and needs. Political participation must be made possible for all, not just for a few. Therefore, we have to find ways to address all young people with their very different backgrounds. Young people need age-appropriate information and formats. To make young people's participation in political advisory processes sustainable and effective, we have to develop binding structures and quality standards. Compliance with these standards has to be reviewed on a regular basis. We have to establish advisory and complaint procedures for young people who are not able to exercise their right to take part in the decision-making processes. For this purpose, the role of the Children's Commission of the German Parliament should be strengthened. Politicians are called upon to involve new forms of communication, including digital ones. Society is constantly changing, and in the same way, forms of participation should be oriented towards new developments. The broad participation of young people in political advisory processes is an important step to develop a policy for children and young people, which is designed not only for young people, but with them.